Good afternoon, North Carolina Vinyl Picker here. It's Thursday and it's going to do a fresh 50. We're into the, where are we at? We're in the J's. So we're going to continue on this quest. If I can get over here, I've gotten all of these done. So we're moved on. We're on to this other shelf over here. And we're starting off with the J's. I was able to move some over because I've already pulled probably at least 50, maybe 55 records out, 60 maybe, that are going to be going to the big sale in the fall. So I pulled out that many. I'm going to continue on through the K's and all the way through the M's to the Y's, all the way up to Yes and all the way to the Zombies. And then I'm going to go ahead and get me some U-Haul boxes because they work the best. And then I'm going to put those records in the U-Haul boxes, and then come probably around September, October, I'm going to be taking them to the flea market where I can sell them at the flea market and recoup some of my money that I've purchased a lot of these in the Goodwill and Habitat for Humanity and stuff. And then I'm going to resell them and then use that money to buy some grails that I want. And that these grails are 50, 60, 70, sometimes $100 a piece. So yeah, when you're talking some of these records are cheap. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna make sure I get this done. So yeah, we're moving on through these, and then I'll probably do another clean sweep. I'll go back through them one more time, and then fill up another box, and then just pulling out stuff that I don't listen to, stuff that I bought that I don't really need. I got some stuff is doubles. In some cases triples, and yeah, just kind of lightening the load and getting ready for the new year, so that way there I can go ahead and do this again, and then maybe I'll do a purge once a year and recoup some of my money to buy some of the records that I want to get that cost are a little more expensive. They're not in the budget. So let's go ahead and start with the J's. I'll never turn my back on Jean-Luc Ponty, and here's Open Mind. Here's a 12-inch of Open Mind Special Dance Mix. This would have been the 80s. And here's the album Fables. If you don't know Jean-Luc Ponty, man, he's just awesome. The Gift of Time. But then we're moving right into Jean-Michel Jarre with Oxygen. Another great artist. If you've never heard his music, then that's another one to dive into. Put your toe in the water on this guy. Equinox. This one here is called Les Chants Majestiques. I think something close to that. My ancestors are French, but I never learned French in high school. I'm third generation. Kind of skipped me. Rendezvous, Jean-Michel Jarre. These records aren't hard. They're not easy to find, and when you do, you usually find them for like $5, but they're just like hen's teeth. Okay, then we're going to move right into Jeff Beck. This is his classic album, Blow by Blow. Then we got Jeff Beck with the Yardbirds, Shape of Things. Then we got Jeff Beck with the Jan Hammer group. Jan Hammer is a keyboardist, played with Mahavishnu. Plus he has his own solo albums, one of which I have. Then we have Jeff Berlin with Vox Humana. Jeff Berlin played with Anderson, Wakeman, Bruford, Howe. And he also played with Bill Bruford in the band Bruford. Then we have Jeff Lorber Fusion. Then we just have Jeff Lorber in the Heat of the Night. Then we have Jeff Lorber with Karen White, Facts of Love. And then we're going to go into Jeff Wayne, musical advertation of The War of the Worlds. This featuring Justin Hayward on here doing Forever Autumn. Great album, double album, concept record. And we have the War of the Worlds special radio edition. This is just some highlights. It's a promo. Highlights from the album. I search the promos in Discogs sometimes and find some neat stuff. Then we're going to move right into Jefferson Starship. Or do some psych music here. Surlistic Pillow. Then we have Volunteers. And we have Blessed Pointed Little Head. Then we have Bark. What do we have next? Dragonfly with Craig Chaquico on. That's when he joins the band. And what a guitarist. I saw him live doing some of his new age stuff with my wife, and he was just incredible. And he played a couple of Starship album songs. Here's probably their most famous Starship record here, Red Octopus. Has Papa John Creech on here too. Just a great album. An album I had on early in my life. Jerry Goodman and Jan Hammer again, Like Children. See a lot of psych and a lot of new age music and jazz music in my collection. Here we have Jerry Goodman on the Future of Aviation. Jerry Goodman played with Mahavishnu. Then we have the starting of my Jethro Tull collection, which is going to probably take us through the rest of the Jays today. Here is Stand Up. I don't have This Was on vinyl, but it's on my list to get. Here's a copy of Aqualung. Actually, I think I have 4 copies of Aqualung. This one here is a German pressing. Real flimsy. The pressings from overseas, the paper was different. This one here is the regular Chrysalis US release. This next one is the Stephen Wilson box set. This one here has all the bangs and whistles, all the books and everything. That's the one to listen to if I'm going to listen to it. And then I have Thick as a Brick. It's the original reprise with the whole story and the newspaper and everything's in there. Then I got the Living in the Past. This one also has the booklet in there and everything. Pretty cool. And then we have War Child. Love me some Jethro Tull. As you can tell, Minstrel in the Gallery, one of my favorite albums of his. I love the Cold Wind of Valhalla. Oh man, what a great song. Best of Tull, Volume 1. Can't see it very well. That's just a white. The Best of Jethro Tull, Volume 2. I was able to find a really nice copy of that one. And we have Bursting Out. This is about the time I seen them. Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. That's the tour I saw. I saw Tull twice actually. Saw him once in Shea Stadium in New York, the old Shea Stadium, when Rory Gallagher opened up for him. And Golden Earring was a triple bill, I believe. Then I saw Tull again a year or two later in Maryland. And here you go with A. Has Eddie Jobson on here. Eddie Jobson from UK, and we talked about Eddie Jobson when we were in the E's. He worked with Curved Air and a few other bands, and he did some solo work. And he played with John Wetton in UK. The Broadsword and the Beast. Some of these later albums are hard to find. You don't just see them everywhere. Under Wraps, because it was late 80s going into the early 90s, and Crest of a Knave. They weren't pressing a lot of LPs unless I think they pressed a lot of the Columbia House and stuff like that. RCA record clubs and stuff. How about Jethro Tull? This was a record store release, I believe. It's mastered on orange vinyl. This is a live concert. And we have Stormwatch, the Steven Wilson remaster. Heavy. And we have this one here, North Sea Oil, the 10-inch. From this was a record store day as well. Release. Another record store release. This was Moths with Living on Hard Times, Sweet Dreams, Stitch in Time. Then we have Stormwatch 2. This is another record store release. Then we have The Enchanted Valley. This is another album I found in Habitat, I think it was, about the hammered dulcimer. And I'm such a sucker for that. I love that sound. Whenever I see a classical record, or I would assume these are classical records. Yeah, if it's got the hammered dulcimer on there, I'm buying it for $1, whatever. How about Jim Croce? So we're done with Tull. We moved right into Jim Croce. You don't mess around with Jim. I love Jim Croce. I love his songs. I Got a Name. What a great songwriter he was. Photographs and Memories. And the last one for today, boys and girls, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are you experienced? This was the Walmart, and you can see up here I got this at a really good price. It was discounted. Didn't have the bag on it any longer. Somebody had maybe brought it back. I don't know, but I checked it all out. It looked really good. Brought it home. It sounded really good. So, but for $10, and it was originally, I saved what, $3.50 on it. So yeah, this was a Walmart special. I don't buy too many at Walmart. Few and far between. But yeah, it looks like tomorrow we're going to be getting into some more of my Hendrix. So we'll end it there. We did this in 13 minutes. I think I'm getting a little bit more efficient on my showing my 50 records. That's good. Maybe I can. Maybe we'll wrap this up sooner. Maybe I'll just start giving you 75 a day. So anyway, you all take care and be good out there. God bless our troops, and we'll be seeing you same time tomorrow, and we'll do 50 more, and we'll move past the J's tomorrow, I'm sure. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye for now.